prophets have a reputation for gloom and doom, but Haggai had come to support and encourage the Israelites. After 70 years of captivity in Babylon, they were finally allowed to return to their home in Jerusalem. As was told in the book of Ezra, they were supposed to be rebuilding God's temple there, but under the leadership of Zerubbabel, which is still a cool name, their project had come to a grinding halt. God sent the prophet Haggai to give them some direction and encouragement. He also sent Zechariah at the same time, but we'll get to him in a minute. It had been more than 15 years since any work had been done on the unfinished temple in Jerusalem, so God sent a couple of motivational speakers to help and encourage the returned exiles. God sent Haggai to speak to Governor Zerubbabel and Joshua the high priest, not the one that led the attack on Jericho. That was like 800 years ago. Acting as part cheerleader and part foreman, he said, "It's been 15 years. Why haven't you finished the temple yet?" The people said, "It's not time yet," to which God replied, "Oh yes it is," and so they got to work. Haggai also told him that the reason they were dealing with drought was that they had stopped building the temple, which seemed to motivate them even more. They started gathering building supplies, and less than a month after Haggai arrived, they started working again on the temple. After a month on the job, the foreman became the head coach and gave them a halftime pep talk. "All right, boys, let's go. Be strong. We can do this. It might not look like much now, but we're getting there. Well, what are you waiting for? Get back to work." There was time for a quick flash forward to see what the temple will look like after the Lord comes back, but then it was back to work again. 2 months later, Haggai reminded Zerubbabel, Joshua, and the people that being right with God meant more than just going to the temple to pray and sacrifice, worshiping God as a way of life. God said that since they had finally turned back to Him, that they would be blessed, their crops would start growing again, and their enemies would be defeated.